It's changed a lot since the last time I was in here. It's a great day to hang out with these two at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway Museum. Was that the margin of victory?
Here's a car that you're familiar with.
You heard the boss man. I get to do all the cool special stuff, so what do you got for me?
So what we'll do is we'll take you to a special place. We can't show it all, but we'll show you a little bit of the basement.
Awesome. I love the basement.
You want to do the key?
No, I don't know that I'm allowed to have a key. I've tried to get keys to this place. They won't give me keys here.
Check it out.
Yeah, man, I'm excited about the basement.
One thing. So we're just in a very special place right now, special treat. We're here in our detailing area. It's the only place that we can film inside the mythical basement that we have here.
So I have and I need to show you, I think you've been over to my shop side. So a guy has a section of one of these. And it's a little bit different design. I think it actually had the wing, but it still had the ends like this.
Yeah.
And I've got a section a guy in Pennsylvania had.
This car.
Yeah, this is one place that most people didn't know about for years. I mean, people in the industry knew about it, but the fans that would come to the museum had no idea that there was a basement here and what was in the basements. I remember when I first got an opportunity to come to the basement, it was the coolest thing I'd ever seen. It was like Disney World for racing, because not only were there Indy cars from the past, but there were stock cars, sprint cars, champ cars, but literally this basement was packed with race cars. This was where they were all stored, where they were all kept. Trust me, everything down here was pristine. So to see what it's been transformed now and to get an opportunity to get a private tour down here, I strongly recommend this, because this is an opportunity to go back in time, to go back and learn the history of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway and how the sport has evolved over the last 100+ years. It's an opportunity of a lifetime.
Yeah, and you know, we rotate exhibits like the Mears exhibits, Granatelli exhibit that is ending here shortly. When they're not on display, they're down here, and adding that public access to this is just even more special place here at the museum.
Not to mention, this is one of my favorite cars that my hero, obviously, AJ Foyt, this is one that he drove, and to know the history of this car and it's and how special it is the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. This was my time frame. This was after all the roadsters were gone. This was his signature, I feel like, in motorsports. And to think of the motors clear back here, the radiators clear up here, to think of the water lines that had to run up and back to take that. I mean, a lot of that was, well, side pods weren't ground effects at the time, and they didn't really run air through the side pods because it was still fuel cells. And this was a car that he really was hands-on in the design and features of this car that were way different. You know, not all the, like we said, this was still in the era where guys were still hand building these cars, especially having the front of it with the grille open like this. You want that surface area for downforce, but at the same time they were using it to get air to get to the radiator, which this is it's such a steep angle. To get how much air actually flowed in there would be interesting to learn, because if you really get down and you look at the angle of it and the wire, getting air in there was not an easy task, I bet. So literally the best opportunity for the air to get in is probably from my thumb down, because it's most direct. It's when you start laying that screen on its side, the wire is essentially overlapping itself.
Glad to have both cars here at the Speedway Museum, and glad to show it with you today.
Yeah, I appreciate you bringing us down here again. We can't show everybody what's down here. I can see what's around here. It's awesome. I definitely recommend you come to the museum. You definitely get the tour, because you will not regret this. This is a very much a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. You aren't going to get a better trip down memory lane than what you are here.